Here's what I've got. Something I'm still a little bit in the development stages, but for the most part, it's somewhat functional. Um, what it's using is it's got this HMI. I think it's a 12-inch or 14-inch HMI. Runs off of a PLC, programmable logic controller. I've got it set up in ladder logic, and that'll control all the outputs and display all the inputs. Both of them run off of 12 volts, so just your normal DC voltage that you can use. It's got minimal power consumption. Don't know what it is right offhand, but if it's something that you're interested in, it's something we can look into. But it boots up into this screen. I've got just the Grand Design Solitude in the display. I can import pictures and other type of displays or graphics into it, but I thought this was kind of a nice home page to have. Over in the overview, this is everything that you pretty much covers, all the most common things that most people use while they're going on camping. Monitors your one or two batteries depending on what you have. This will be scalable and adjust. The needles will adjust as the power goes up or down. I don't have any inputs put into this right now. These are all just some dummy values that I'm using just for some testing and some development. If you're also connected to shore power, I'll also have the voltage there of what the shore power is. I'll probably end up doing that off of 2 gauges for 60 or 50 amps, and you'll know what each leg of your voltage is doing. Your gray tank, both of those. Black water tank, I've got that running just through a cycle, so it'll actually be using more of a full scale measurement instead of just a 5-point or 4-point measurement. So it'll actually show you a lot more precise of what your tank levels are doing. And then your water tank. The awnings, I've got that on the overview. They go in and out quite a bit. I still have to do a little bit of fixing on the timing of these, but the manual in and out will just manually pull the awning in and out. These buttons, I'll show them to you later in the slide outs. These will be set up on a timer to where you push this and it rolls out for a certain amount of time. So if somebody knows exactly what their time is, they need 5 seconds to roll the awning out, and it goes right where they want it to go. You just push the button and it'll go out that time. Water pump, an inverter. That'll turn the water pump on and turn the inverter on. We'll also have a pressure measurement for your water pressure, and temperature and humidity sensor that'll be mounted on the wall. This will be integrated into a thermostat as well, and that's where I'll use that temperature and humidity I can output to AC units as well as heaters. So for the lights, you can either turn on each light individually, or you can turn them all on at the same time. Turn them all off at the same time, turn them all on, and just turn off a few that you don't want. That's the interior. The exterior I've got set up out here, same thing. So if you just want just the floodlight on, turn the floodlight on. If you want them all on, turn them all on. I know for me personally, I don't always want all the lights on. We have certain lights that we turn on, the other ones we never turn on, just personal preference. So with that, instead of having them all on, I've got a setup page over here that right now this is one that I still have to do some tying on some of the logic. But if you just want your common lights on, that's the only ones that you want on. Then you go back over the lights and just those lights would turn on. Right now I got to sync them. Right now they're not set up for that, but that's what they're going to end up being. I thought I had this working okay, but for some reason I must have updated it with an old program. So right now these are not working. Slide outs. These will be manually on and off. And these are the times that I was mentioning earlier. You push the timer, the slide out will slide out or in for the time that you've designated. If you want it to run 3 seconds, 5 seconds, 5.5 seconds, it doesn't matter. You can go over to the setup page, and here's the awnings, and here's the slide outs. You want that slide out timer from being 3 seconds to 6.2 seconds. Now your timer is set for 6.2 seconds. Your slide out, or I'm sorry, your slide in is 6.2, your slide out is 5.2. So if as an RV gets older, more drag or any reason whatsoever, they need to add more, take less time, they don't want it to close open all the way, they want it to close just or open 90% of the time, they can adjust that timer to where it'll close out or it'll open 90%, and then you can just manually take it out the rest of the way. For a safety feature, in case if you have it sliding out and there's something in the way and you didn't realize it, you just hit any of the other buttons and it will stop the slide, and it works in both in and out. That way if there's anything in the way, you need to stop it, you can stop it right away. Tanks, this one I still have a little bit more developing to do. Freshwater heaters, or water heaters, tank heaters, water pump, turn that on and off, and I'm trying to figure out how I want this section to look. This will be all your tank levels to show how much levels in each tank. Just kind of messing with some of the graphics right now. Fresh water and 2 gray tanks, and then your black water tank. And then the setup page. So hopefully you got something out of this, and let me know if there's anything I can do. Thanks.